Hey, Donny Walker again. So I made a video the other morning there, and I was talked about the 70cc saws, Echoes, Huskies, and Stills. Mr. Hunter Mike corrected me. I actually kind of missed out a lot with the 572. Now, the 572 Husky, which Mr. Hunter Mike was commenting about Bjorny, run that 36 on it in that big wood, and I tell you, there's nothing wrong with the 572s, and they get great gas mileage too. And they're the smoothest saw in the world to run in your hands. Guaranteed that from every follower that has told me that. So today I went down to Victoria. Early in the morning, I got up and drove my daughter to the ferry. I'm very proud of my daughter, Taylor. She is being a leader in the brownies or Girl Guides. Oh, wait a second. You're not allowed to say brownies anymore. Sorry, I shouldn't have said that, but that's just weird. So she went over to Vancouver, and I'm going to go pick her up in a little bit at the ferry again. That's going to pull in right behind me here. If you kind of can see behind me, it's a little dark right now because it's raining and it's a bit foggy. But once I see the ferry come in, I'll get in my vehicle and drive over to the terminal and pick her up and take her home. So yeah, she went over to the Science World over the day with all these kids. So let's get back to saws. Man, you guys don't like all these little videos I do of Victoria, downtown Chinatown, the park, but whatever. I like it. That's what I do. You know, if you don't want to see my life, don't watch it. So, yeah, the 572. Nothing wrong with the 572. I find that I give them a little more compression, port them slightly, and just open up the exhaust, and they're a great saw. They've have had a couple of hiccups in their auto-tune system, but nothing crazy. For a while, I had a few cracking crankcases, and no bearing problems though. Cracking crankcases. I had a bunch of them cracking on the clutch side by where the serial number tag is. It was really weird. And that also happened on the 575 and 576 saws. We ran them for quite some times, non-auto-tune and auto-tune when they came out with that. So there was that series, like the 570, 575, 75, 576, right? They were smooth, totally smooth, fit the tree nice. They had decent power. I would do just an exhaust mod to those. But those auto-tune ones, you could actually change the coil and put the black ignition on them and rev them more. And it worked fine with that first version of auto-tune. But then with the second version and third version auto-tune and whatever else there is now, you cannot do that. It's a control module like still is with M-Tronic. So you can't change that, right? You can't even change the spark plug leader, the switch wires now, because they're all built into one. So if you have a rubbing wire that's wore through on a auto-tune saw, or the spark plug end gets ripped or something somehow, I don't know why it would, but you have to change the coil. I still call them a coil and a Husqvarna because that's what they are, a coil. But then they're also a control module on still M-Tronic, and really the auto-tune it's kind of a control module too for that. It controls the auto-tune. So that's the thing without those, and they're not that expensive, so that's not a bad deal. I believe the coils, I call coil, on the auto-tune Husqvarna, I believe is only around $100, which ain't bad, man. Like a regular old black coil that I put on those 372s and X-Torques and stuff, or other saws that have the blue rev limiter coils and Husqvarnas. I put the black one on there, and they retail now for around $120. So it's not a bad deal, right? And I believe Walbro makes them for Husqvarna. They do make some ignitions for their smaller saws. So I believe they've helped out with that situation, and probably a lot to do with their fuel management stuff as well, with the auto-tune microprocessor and whatnot there. So M-Tronic, I really couldn't tell you that. I've really never had any help from Still. My salesmen's from still never really helped me with anything with engineering or help with an engineer. They're not like that, man. But the Swedish fellows that I know, Jan Leons and a bunch of my friends still in Sweden, they help me out a lot. If I got a problem, I email them. They get back to me and they try to solve the problem. Like they're on it, right? I'm working on a few issues right now, which I need to relay back to the designer of the 585 and the 592. So I'm working with that right now, and I really need to get some answers fairly soon on some stuff, because now we're seeing those saws have been out in the woods, and now we're seeing the problems, just like I see with the 500, some stuff with the 462, and other Huskies too, 572, whatnot, right? So, yeah, that's it. Sorry, Mike, up in Prince George. Hope it's going up there okay, man. It's freaking wet and cold here again. Man, we need some spring weather next week. Apparently it's coming tomorrow afternoon and Monday. It's supposed to get up to around 17, 18 Celsius instead of the 6 or 8 here. So see how it goes. You watching hockey tonight? Hope you are. What else was there? Oh, Foz came with me all day today. Shelly and her mom and sister were out at a little retreat, hanging out, just having a little family get together. So Foz was with me all day. Hey, buddy. Good road tripper buddy he is. I took him out for a few walks. You know where I walk him now and throw him the ball? I always stop by places like schools that have tennis courts, because they're all caged in. So I lock the door, throw the ball for him for like, I don't know, 10, 15 minutes, right? He gets exercise, I get some exercise, and then I had to lock it, put his leash back on, and bring him out. So any dog owners out there, perfect place to go. Because tennis courts aren't used when it's a bit rainy or cold, right? So it's always empty. So go there. Your dog won't take off on you, and there won't be any other predators that are coming to eat it like we have here with cougars and bears. Just kidding there. Anyways, yeah, so it's Saturday night. Saturday Night Fever, eh? Yesterday was TGIF, obviously. Another day that ends with Y, by the way. So yeah, just waiting for the ferry to kind of... I can see it over there on this point. It's called, what is that, Jack Point? I think it's Jack Point, yeah. So I can see the ferry starting to come in. And by the time I drive down, up the road here and over and down to the terminal, it'll be in, and I can pick my kid up. Yeah, it's kind of neat. I always tell her, I just waved at you on the ferry. Did you see me? She goes, oh my God, Dad, I can't see 10 kilometers to see me wave at you. She's funny too. She's got a good sense of humor like me. Anyways, hey, keep your saw into it, stick in the ass, rub on the rub. Check out the walkersawshop.com online store. And my videos. I'm almost hitting 10,000 subscribers. I think, about 200 more, or maybe not that. I don't know, 20 more. I don't know how to really read that on the computer. I'm terrible on computers, eh? But anyways, thanks for subscribing. Love you all out there in the world. Just be happy, man. Tomorrow I'm going to work on my mobile trailer a little bit, trying to straighten the stairs that I bent when I moved the trailer into this new spot. I kind of cut on a rock. Wasn't really watching. So I'm going to actually go up there, bolt them back on, because I unbolted them to try to fix them. Not the thing to do. I'm going to bolt them back on, go the opposite way with a chain on them, and pull it with my truck and straighten them out. There you go. Tech tip of the day. RVs suck. Nickel and dime you to death. They're crap. They all leak. None of them are built for the West Coast here. Everyone I know is RVs leak on the wet coast here. Have a great Saturday. Saturday Night Fever. Get out and do some boogieing. Over.